bit of a different thing for us, I suppose. There's no build-up shows, there's no final words, there's no football. So me and Ross have decided, you know what, let's just try and do something, and it's a bit of an update for everybody with what the channel's going to be doing over the next couple of months and stuff. But it's also, you know, a bit of a chance for me and you to chat as well, I suppose. So there we go. Wow, this is cool. So we've got the ability, I believe, to add some of these comments that are coming in already to our stream. Oh my goodness, how do I do all this? Right, wow, quite a lot of comments coming in already, so you can see there. You're going too fast. Fiendho says, yo! That was cool, wasn't it? Like, oh my gosh, there's 9. Right, lads, hello everybody, ladies, welcome to the Redmen TV. Serious, says Chandran Katawala. I didn't know you could do this. I wonder if this is actually showing up on the stream. We should probably check this bad boy out, Ross, shouldn't we?
You should do.
Right, let's get everybody in. Woof. Woof. I'm going to give someone an applause. Can you hear any of that, Ross? Could you hear the applause, mate?
No. You're going to have to do it for me.
This is absolute content, this, mate, you know what I mean?
Is it?
I don't know. Did anyone else hear the applause? Hi, Dave. You okay, mate? Nice to see you. Thank you for your kind message before as well. If anyone doesn't know, I've just started a YouTube channel today. I've put this ridiculously long vlog out with me making a bacon and egg butty as the main focal point of the vlog, and my absolute nuts daughter. But it was more along the lines of working from home, which is a thing that's happened today. So yeah, go and check that out. The page, the channel is called Chris Pajak. It's that simple. If you follow me on Twitter at Mr. Blood Red, then you'll have seen that I put the link out as well. Nikki H, why are we not buying Koulibaly? Which was a really interesting comment. And why are we not buying Koulibaly? Because football's cancelled at the moment, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? So
can't come over for his medical, can he?
He can't fly in. That's it. There you go. That's the reason why. I think this is, you know, we'd planned to talk a little bit about a really interesting article that we'd seen in The Athletic. Everybody knows that we're sponsored by The Athletic, and, you know, one of the things that we wanted to talk about was the James Pearce article yesterday, Ross. And in it, he spoke about, you know, Euros and night kit deals. And what was it, first of all, before we get into the comments, which are absolutely flying in now, by the way, what was it that you enjoyed about that article so much?
Possibly, it's just his take on it. I think, you know, you've seen lots of people throwing their opinions about, or, you know, pundits or ex-players, or, you know, Karen Brady just kind of saying things where, you know, it's all, as with the Athletic stuff that we read, it's articulated stuff, and then it's a kind of information that you don't think about. So, you know, it goes on to talk about Liverpool's trainer has been suspended for a further 2 weeks, kind of correlates with what the PM said yesterday, kind of, you know, just for safety's reasons, just stay at home. They've all got their own training programs. One of the lines that Tom picked out of it was quite funny. Like, they're used to having been catered for and everything done for them, but now they're having to fend for themselves at home, which, you know, we joked about it, but, you know, we spoke about it this season already, saying, well, footballers are having that taken away from them. It allows them to concentrate on the football, whereas, okay, there's no football to concentrate on now, but it's another distraction for them. It goes on a little bit to talk about the night stuff, but it's all relevant because I didn't think, when I commented out this morning on a news show about the night deal, was thinking, well, it doesn't really matter. Whereas now, we come out this afternoon that Liverpool retail closed all their stores and stuff. So, you know, depending on how this develops, you know, they close the stores for safety, for mass gatherings, they close the museum and the tours and stuff like that. It's all well and good saying you're going to have this night deal with all this money that's going to come in. But if it goes on for, well, we don't know, do we? 2, 3, 4 months, and Liverpool's night comes out, we know when to buy it, because you can't go and get it.
It's mad. Like, I mean, I know so many people already that, you know, I've got a WhatsApp group. You'll be in WhatsApp groups with your mates and stuff like that. Now, Aubrey used to do the channel with us back in the day. You know, his work basically turned around to him and said, we've got till May before we go under. Like, you know, and there's businesses all up and down the country that are having the same issues at the moment, aren't there, Ross? And, you know, football clubs will be no different to that. There's no income coming in, huge wages going out the door. I think, you know, the top clubs will be fine, Liverpool will be fine. But it is just absolutely mad. And, you know, New Balance and Nike, they won't be ready for this type of stuff, and it will hurt us. And, I mean, listen, anybody can obviously catch up with The Athletic. The comments are coming flying in, and I think it would be rude of us to carry on with probably what we were going to talk about so much, Ross, because I think these comments are some really good ones, and people want, you know, answering questions. I think that's really important. The whole point of Redmen TV is a community that we built up, wasn't it? So let's sort of community. But before we do, obviously, I do want you to go and check out The Athletic. Visit www.theathletic.co.uk/Redmen News or Redmen. Redmen or Redmen TV, Ross, do you remember? Definitely Redmen News. It's definitely Redmen News. 50% off your yearly subscription, 7-day free trial. Go and check it out. It is boss. We read it every single day. Sidney Fisher, your comments still on there. I'm in isolation too, lads. I feel for you, mate. I really do feel for you. So, apart from the absolute knob scallops who are saying there's no sound when clearly there is sound. Yeah.
That's a joke from your starting 11.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oisin McGlinchey, I don't know if that's how you say it, said, go on, Chris, I'll subscribe after this. Hopefully the Euros being postponed means we get a chance to end the season, said Sid Cannon. What do you reckon, mate? Does this season get ended?
I don't know. It depends how it develops. Personally, again, red tinted glasses, we spoke about this on the subscribers Q&A we did earlier. That to me suggests, and there was a quote directly from UEFA as well, which I don't know if everyone's seen James Pearce's tweet, dropping bombs earlier this evening, and said they've done it so that the European leagues have time to finish this season so far. But I think they've only got until, I think it might be the end of July to do that. That's
is that to do with the television laws and stuff, isn't it? Because
the
new
TV
season starts 1st of August or something.
I think so, but whether they can negotiate that, I don't know, because the deal would have been done, the games would have been booked in and stuff like that. So, ideally, that's bought us time to get it finished. But again, you know, things are changing day by day with this virus and what's going on. So it's all well and good me saying, yeah, the season finishes, when tomorrow they could go, well, actually, we'll go on lockdown like France done, like Spain have done, or, you know, Denmark and other countries around Europe have just gone, we'll just shut it down. That delays it even further. Personally, I obviously want the season to be finished, but not at the expense of, you know, fans, players, staff.
People's health,
yeah, ultimately comes first. So if it's bought us time, sound, and I think we're both on the same page of get this season done before you start another one. But it's mad how many people you speak to. I saw Steve Howson did a post before, a clip from his thing. He was like, just null and void it, just scrap it. And you're thinking, you're going to say that because you're a Man United fan and you've had a terrible season, so it's in your interest to, or maybe it's not because they can go for a European spot, I don't know, but, you know, Karen Brady, null and void it, well, yeah, because you're about to get fucking relegated. You know, fans have different opinions on what they should do. Liverpool fans want to see. You know, the other argument is, and Virgil van Dijk said it this week, if, okay, sound, we can win a league, but there's going to be no parade, there's going to be no party. We can't go to the pub and go and enjoy it. Still a trophy, but is it the same when you can't enjoy it together?
I've enjoyed every single game, and this is, you know, I've often preached, fucking live in the moment, enjoy the game, enjoy the wins, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I like singing we're going to win the league, because you can't sing that until after it's, you can't sing that after it's done. You've got to give that, like, hope, and I'm a supporter that likes all that type of thing. So I've enjoyed this season regardless. You know, obviously I want us to have that league title, I want us to have number 19, I want us to close down Manchester United and all that. But, you know, I've enjoyed this season for what it is, and that's watching a dominant football side and the best football side in the world play each and every week. And, you know, us needing the league, do we really? Yes, we need the league title. Of course we need the league title. But equally we know in our heart of hearts that we deserve the league this season, whether it's given to us or not. I think they will give it to us, or they will finish the season. I don't know how that works. But let's move on. Etsham Ul Hassan, can I ask you guys something? If we do win the league, would it be unethical considering the circumstances? It depends, because for everything that Ross has just said there, for me, you know, you want it to be done in a way that people are safe first and foremost, and if people are safe and that is it. If people are safe and Liverpool win the league, it's not unethical. I don't really want to get into anything other than that. Is that a fair thing? And just while I'm here, O'Sheen McGlinchey, because he's corrected me with how to spell it, with how to say it. And Dicko, lads, I adore your stuff. I have autism and learning difficulties. Me and my mum have decided to self-isolate. Please keep up the great content I enjoy. Thank you very much, mate. Really, really appreciate that. Very positive, said just play the rest of the matches behind closed doors, test all the players and staff. I just don't think it's that easy, because you can isolate groups of people, you can isolate individuals, but once you let people in and out of the group, once they've, it's a failed test then, isn't it? If a player gets tested and then goes out and meets with somebody else, then comes back, and it could infect the group, I mean, it's too dangerous, isn't it, Ross?
Yeah, there's more and more cases of it as well. I think Matuidi got diagnosed with it earlier this evening as well, at Juventus. So, you think of all the people going to be in contact with, you think, how they operate inside tiny football stadiums, inside, it might be a changing room, but it's still a small room packed full of lads, isn't it? So, do you want that being passed on? Even in training, they're all in the same close environment, they're all doing work together. That's the only downside of, it's all right them staying fit, but they're not doing work with the ball. But it's not as easy in the sense of you can't just pick up and go again when you've not been doing group work with someone who've just gone on the pitch and been doing what you've been doing for the first 30 games of the season. It's not as simple as that. And like you said, safety comes first. In that sense, I would like, if that was to come, we were going to get us the title behind closed doors, but it doesn't look like it's going to be in the next couple of weeks to me.
Here's one for you, mate. Sidney Fisher again says, I think we'll just get given the title if the season gets cancelled. I think that's probably about right. I don't think anybody really would disagree with Liverpool being given the title. But it's not us that is the problem here, is it? It's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and the relegation teams, and obviously your West Broms and your Leeds and your promotion sides. They're the issues here, aren't they?
Yeah, there was another article today actually we did on the news about there's like a £3 billion TV deal of that's the repercussions and stuff, and basically I think that's why the end of the season comes down to isn't about points and stuff. I think it's about money, because that's what UEFA essentially want, that's what FIFA want, that's what the clubs want. All these people that are paid money for TV subscriptions are going to want their content. BT and Sky Sports are going to want that content to put out to people, otherwise they're going to sue the governing bodies. The governing bodies are going to get pissed off. But you're right, what do? You can't just say we'll just finish it there. Although that's what Karen Brady wants, and she'll be relatively happy. But you look at the bottom three, bottom 6, 7 teams, it's all pretty close. Say promote Leeds and West Brom. Well, if you're in any of those other playoff spots, what do you do then? Go, well, there are 10 games left. They could have got promoted there. And as I said before, Manchester United conceivably could get a Champions League space, depending on what happens with Manchester City and whether their space is available or not. But there's a group of teams there. Wolves, Sheffield United are thinking that this might be their only chance of getting Champions League football within the next 10 games before everyone else boosts up. So you're right, Liverpool's the easy bit.
Couple of comments following on from that. Stephen Somerville's been on the screen for a while now. Playing behind closed doors now is not in the conversation, in my opinion. And I just found this other one that they're coming through thick and fast, so apologies. Life is more important than football anyway at the minute. There could be 250,000 deaths in a bad scenario this virus isn't dealt with properly, and that for me right there just sort of sums up everything, isn't it? It's okay to be pissed off, it's okay to be gutted about Liverpool maybe not getting that league title that they deserve, but when you put it like that in black and white, or white and black as that one actually is, as it's showing up on the stream, it pales everything else into insignificance, doesn't it, Ross?
Yeah, just look around you. People are listening or watching, just kind of think what's going on in your personal scenario. For example, we're doing this because it's not safe for us to be at work, which is mental, to me. And I've had to take my daughter out of school today. She's not going back, because she's immune to it. So she could, go out with a bad chest. She could get it. So it's not worth the risk. And you say life's more important. This is a unique situation where you need to kind of look after each other. And I think you're right. Part of me as a fan, and because it's our job as well, thinking get the players back on the pitch. I want to see some footy. But you're not mentally prepared for a break. You can't. It doesn't register in your head, does it? Because you're thinking, I'll just get back on the pitch. Whereas if it's the end of the season, you're braced for it. There's a break coming. Whereas this is just sideswiped all of us, I think, and the extreme that it's gone to, and in the fast pace that it's gone to as well. I think you do have to stop and consider your personal health, your family, and other people. The amount of people that I've known or got in touch today to say that they're in isolation as well is just baffling.
People are taking it seriously, and it's a serious situation. That's what it deserves, isn't it? Johnny Walker, Karen Brady's the type to hoard bog roll, going from a serious situation and conversation to that. And I think we're in agreement. Should we nod if we're in agreement?
I bet she's bought Dettol and put the price up and trying to sell it as well.
So she
spent 40 million on the Miranda Carroll. Yeah.
So, sorry, the comments are coming in so fast. Like, I had some Man United say it would be robbery not to give us the league one way or another. Life is more important than sport, says Jacob Watts. Have I not put that one on there? There you go, that one's on the screen now. The only controversial decision is to finish the league. Non-controversial decision is to finish the league, whether it is from April or in the summer. It would be the best option for us as well. I've said this so many times over the last couple of days. I don't understand why people are preferencing the league season that hasn't started over one that's 75% complete.
But who's saying that? It's people that are supporters of other club, and it's mad. Equally we're saying finish the season because we want the league title done and dusted, but they might just give it to us anyway. But we're also saying finish the league so it's fair on the people who are 2nd to 7th or 12th to the bottom of the table, so they've got a chance to do what they want to do. Whereas other people that are saying just null and void it, or just just start next season, because Tottenham, Arsenal, Man United fans, Chelsea fans, okay, they've not had a great season by their own standards, but they'd rather start again because they've improved as the season's gone on. So it's mad that the amount of people that you speak to that won't take the glasses off of the club that they support. There's been one or two people that have been rational and kind of gone and spoken to us and spoken to you as well, actually, and kind of said, Liverpool deserve the league. Exactly what we said. There's no point in questioning it because they're that far ahead. The chances of Man City losing another league game were probably pretty high. In fact, if we beat Man City in our next game, the title's done.
Yeah, and that's it, isn't it? I think the title is Liverpool's, regardless. You know what I mean? I think again. Go on.
The other reason is people saying just wait to start next season first is for banter and say you didn't win a title. Yeah,
just try to piss us off. If that's going to piss you off, what pisses me off is Liverpool not getting the title, not someone having a pop about it.
Yeah.
I don't get annoyed by what other people say about it, especially football fans. They're the worst in the world. It's Liverpool not having the title that would do my head in, not people talking about Liverpool, because they don't know. Everyone's in the same boat, aren't they? They're like, I know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen. This is a mad situation. 3 days ago, we were working in the office, and there was only the couple me and you, because everyone else was sick. And now we're sat here Skyping at 9:20 talking about things like 250,000 deaths possibly in the UK, over this, and everything else. Just footy is a massive part of my life, and I've lived for footy for a very long time, and we're all massive fans of Liverpool Football Club. But making sure my mum and dad and your daughter and the people that we love are around about is more important. It's just
no question.
There's no question, is it? So there we go. I think that is that's probably about us. I think we've done nowhere near what we wanted to do, but I've enjoyed talking to you. I think hopefully this has worked. One quick question. Alexander Nielsen said, will Genie get a new contract, Ross?
I certainly hope so. Dave Maddock says they hope so as well, so I'll go by his word. I think Liverpool will be stupid. The only reason that Liverpool wouldn't do this, and I'm not suggesting that they are doing, is if they're bringing someone else in, and whether that's a thing anymore, because we've discussed people's contracts ending, transfers. The very first thing we said on the show of like, can you buy anyone? Because you can't get them over to talk to them, and you'd be stupid to. And it's uncertain times. Is it appropriate to ask about transfers? But for Gini himself, I think he's an important player. He showed that against Atletico Madrid again. Although we didn't get the win that we wanted, he shows what he's capable of. I'd love him to stay.
Yeah, same here, mate. I absolutely love Gini Wijnaldum. Do check out the vlog on my channel as well. It's Chris Pajak, Pajak. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Go on, Ross.
just before you go, I've been saying this on Twitter as well, but for those who are in self-isolation, start your free month of Redmen, as well as a back catalogue of loads of interviews, loads of stats analysis from Chris, anything you can think of in downloadable podcast form. There's a month there for free. If you don't like it, just sack it off, but there's enough content there to keep you going, plus the stuff that we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks.
It's going to cost us a lot of money, that, because that's bandwidth, lad. Podcasts only if you're just coming on here just to rip off with the free month, okay? Because video takes up loads of bandwidth. It costs us tons of money, you cheapskates. But yeah, subscribe. Love ya. And we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.